we talked a little bit earlier about how at least a portion of the Russian forces, you think they were tricked. They weren't told that they were going to invade, and they're young guys that didn't want to invade. When you have that in your mind, and you know that there's probably a portion of these soldiers that don't want to be there, um, how do you feel? Like, do you feel like you can still like be happy and smile and say like, oh, we killed 1,000 Russian soldiers today? Because how many of those guys also didn't want to be here and they were just forced to be here, right? How does that play into it?
Well, if young Russian soldiers want to be alive, not to be killed in our homeland, they must throw away their weapon, raise hands, like everything should be destroyed. They should like uh, suck out oil from tanks, throw everything away and just like we'll get we know we are actually treating them pretty well. I mean, we aren't beasts like Putin, so they're actually a pretty strange situation, as they don't want to accept that there are a lot of people dead from their side. They don't want to bring bodies into Russia. It's very strange. We actually, our like railroad has maybe 10 or 12 huge uh, huge refrigerators just filled with bodies, and they don't want to accept them because it will like change their agenda. So yeah. About your question, I don't know. I'm angry, so it's not my problem, to be honest. Our problem is to defend our homeland, and if they don't want to fight with us, there are a lot of ways to actually not kill our children. It's I don't know why, but for me, like when small kid just died because of stupid airstrike, it's like it's devastating. I can't just comprehend that.
Well, of course, man. If you're just lucky to wake up and be alive every day, I don't think you really have time to think about the morality of whether or not it's okay to fight back. Like you have to fight back. There's no other option, right?
Yeah, and it's finally everybody understands things, because this war actually started in 12-14, like 8 years ago. And like my own family actually get affected by that. So most of our like homes and apartments that we own in as family, like sitting in a war zone for 8 years. So, and it's pretty hard to go into another place, rent a flat, pay, etc., etc. It's a problem. So, yeah. Finally, like the whole world uniting against Russia, and I'm sure it's probably like in 2 months their economy will collapse. But again, 2 months it's enough to kill a lot of kids here. So this is why we're angry on NATO, and this is why.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, are people still streaming out of the country or to different areas of Ukraine, or is it mostly going over to like Poland, or and are you part of that? Are you planning on moving out?
Russia and Ukraine has great railroad system, and it's like a benefit and also an issue, because Russians can move a lot of troops here, but we already blow a lot of railroad connected to Russia. So yeah, and right now our Ukrainian people that actually running like railroads, they're doing a great job, and they like moving out people from one side, from east into the west, and most of our trains goes into Lviv. And there's another problem in Lviv right now, because there are a lot of people, they need shelters, they need food, etc. So yeah, our people moving out. And I need to mention that most of our citizens trying to move into Poland, because Poland is very supporting us, but there are a lot of other countries that have borders with us, like Romania, Moldova, other countries. So yeah, like if you are going to evacuate and migrate from Ukraine, Poland is not the best choice right now because there are a lot of queues, a lot of people trying to move into Poland. And Poland will have a lot of issues with that because it's probably, again, like 1 million refugees from Ukraine there. And
Are you getting
it will be even more.
I'm just wondering if you're getting like, how do you get information? Like, is there a clear path? Like, if you want to get up, take your family and go, is there any, there's not a lot of great information or communication about that or plan?
Right now, most of people using smartphones, and we have this our 4G internet. That's not ideal, but again, most of our people using Telegram as a messenger. And right now there are a lot of like separated channel where people like talking together. For example, we have a channel where we get like some fun, where there's also channels with like hate, where just people posting dead bodies, etc., etc. We also have channels where our officials making statements on different languages. For example, for people that speak Russian, that speak Ukrainian, and we have official accounts that actually translating same messages into English, so other people can actually join this channel and like have the same flow of information. So yeah, Telegram is doing a great job. I hope they not supporting Russians because founder of Telegram is Russian, but he was moved away for a lot of years ago. So yeah, it was a similar situation in Belarus when they started to protest from their tyranny, and they also coordinated via Telegram, and like a lot of journalists that using Telegram, they build this huge follow-up because they start to report and like daily. You can like post 20 messages per day. You don't need to write a long article, and people sharing a lot of stuff, and it's like a doom scrolling. So I'm trying to avoid this right now, but at the same time you can see like the whole nation is united, and it's one of the easiest ways to get information right now.
How is the government giving you information though? Like if the government wants to say, hey, we have intel that there might be a missile strike here, please get out of the area. How are they warning citizens and getting information to you? Are they using Telegram as well?
They are using Telegram, and we also have a few applications with a siren. We also have a local siren, but in Kharkiv, it's not working for a lot of areas. And to be honest, we actually stopped to care about airstrikes anymore. There is like a meme where like a chat with just two girls, and one is asking like, how's things going? Tell me, I'm scared about it. And another one replying like, hey, it's another airstrike. I'll go to make a tea. So yeah. I mean, I was traveling back from my second apartment right now, and there was like a lot of explosives, missiles flying, and people just going like where they want. I mean, nobody gave a fuck right now.
That's crazy.
And I've seen this footage of someone filming a tank coming like right up at them up the road, and moments later, it just fires, blows up right underneath them. Just unfazed, just like, oh, let me get a better view. Goes to the next room, the glass in front of him exploding, just like calmly filmed. It's like amazing to see this steel cold nerves in response to this. I don't know.
People just, you can't just consume it every day and don't bring it. Like we already, like we don't have a problem with coronavirus anymore,
Right.
It's
fixed.
Right? Corona was cured, I guess, right? It's over.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned like having like the channel on Telegram for fun. I'm wondering like, how do you keep light? How do you have fun? Like, what's the entertainment here? How do you do it?
Some people like start to create songs about Bayraktar. It's a unmanned flying vehicle from Turkey. It's doing a great job. So we start to film videos and songs about Bayraktar. Some people probably will name their kids after this founder name, and yeah, so stuff like in-law, Bayraktar, and javelins is like our main words of happiness. And
Mhm.
kids like moms filming their kids, where kids singing songs. We created like a NFT project where there are different drawings of kids. So there probably will be a lot of galleries that with tons of images from kids. And we have a lot of memes about Russia, you know. So you should be positive, because it's hard to be here without positivity right now.
Yeah, it's amazing what music can do in that way.